Okay, so a little bit of a wobbly start for the industrial IT crowd, who have lost a brain from the final round. The eggheads have still not lost any. All of their megabytes are functioning. Let's go to sport now. Who would like sport, Phil?
So I do this one?
Phil.
Yeah. I'll do this one.
Okay, Phil, the captain himself stepped into the breach against who?
Judith.
Oh, no. She looks so happy about it.
Yeah. She's been reading the back pages recently.
Can I do Judith? It's just a tradition.
You can. Phil from the industrial IT crowd versus Judith from the eggheads on the dreaded sport. To ensure there's no conferring, please both of you go to the question. Phil, you're a sports fan.
Yeah.
What do you like?
I like watching pretty much every sport, but I play football quite a lot.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, generally just everything that's on telly is generally sport related.
That's amazing, because that's the opposite of you, Judith.
Absolute dead opposite.
If anything, you'll be happily watching a programme and then someone will suddenly kick a football and you'll turn the programme off.
Absolutely, dead right.
Anything that becomes sporty or is sport.
Well, I quite like tennis, funnily enough.
Yeah.
I do like tennis, but I can't wade through the whole of Wimbledon, I have to say. I start watching it in the second week because it's a bit long otherwise.
Right. So that's what you're up against, Phil.
Okay.
She's done a lot of work on it, though, and has become a doughty player on sport, and recently won how many head-to-heads, was it, Judith?
I don't know, I don't count.
600.
Oh, yes, those head-to-heads.
Yes.
But they weren't all on sport.
No, they weren't. I think only 3 were.
Probably.
So, Phil, would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first, please, Jeremy.
Here we go with sport. Good luck. In 2005, Paula Radcliffe won the gold medal at the World Athletics Championships. In which event? Is it marathon, heptathlon, or 800 metres?
I don't think she does multi-events, so I can't see it being heptathlon. And I think she runs a longer distance than 800 metres, so I'll go with marathon, please.
Marathon is quite right, Phil. Well done. So the captain is still in. You've won 121 sport to head-to-heads, by the way, Judith.
Really?
Yeah, so it's actually not to be sniffed at all.
I've done probably about 1,200 of them.
No, you haven't. Don't run yourself down. And there were some famous victories in there, as we know. Here's the statistic you'll love. You've won more sport rounds than any other egghead.
Because I've played more.
No, don't do yourself
My
down.
fate.
Just bank it. That is a great statistic.
Actually, it's not bad, is
It
it?
is not bad. It's not bad. All right, so let's see you put on the style now, Miss Keppel. Which footballer was the man of the match in the 2005 Champions League final? Steven Gerrard, Jamie Carragher, or Xabi Alonso?
In 2005?
Yeah.
Gosh, that's a big ask to remember that. Steven Gerrard.
Which team, do you know?
Chelsea? No. Liverpool?
Sorry, it doesn't matter.
Manchester
You're right.
United?
No, but you're right. It is Steven Gerrard.
Oh, good.
You got the answer right. Well done. Phil, see what you're up against there.
Yeah.
He's merciless. Which of these is a term for a cricket pitch that has been prepared to take a lot of spin? Is it blob, Bosey, or Bunsen?
Before I said that I watch a lot of sport on TV and I can't stand cricket. I'm going to go straight down the middle and say Bosey, but it's a bit of a guess.
See if Judith knows.
I think it's a Bosey.
No, it's Bunsen.
Jeremy, I
Yes.
presume it's rhyming slang.
A Bunsen.
Bunsen burner, Turner.
Oh, I see. Yes, we think it must be Bunsen burner. Means Turner, Pat suggests. Okay, Judith, your question to go ahead on sport. Which golfer won the Open Championship 3 years in a row from 1954 to 1956, the only hat-trick of titles achieved in the 20th century? Tom Watson, Peter Thompson, or Jack Nicklaus?
19 what?
54, 55, 56.
Well, I think, although Jack Nicklaus is now quite old, I don't think he was old enough to be doing that in 1954. And I don't think Tom Watson was either. I've never heard of Peter Thompson, that's the trouble. But I think it was him.
You think it was Peter Thompson?
Yes.
Eggheads, do you know?
Yes, it is.
He's got it right. Playing well. Phil, which snooker player won the 2015 UK Championships, scoring a maximum 147 break in the final? Neil Robertson, Ronnie O'Sullivan, or Ding Junhui?
There was a Chinese player that missed a 147. He missed a black that I watched recently for a 147. I'm going to say Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Okay, if you've got it wrong, you're out. He got a lot of publicity for sure in snooker. Did he do this though?
No.
No. Who was it?
Neil Robertson.
Neil Robertson was the answer here. Sorry, Phil, you've been knocked out by Judith. She could be ferocious on sport, as we know, when angered. Judith, let's just milk the moment here. More victories than any other egghead in the sporting round. You've got another one there. You're in the final. Please return to us. So, a little stat for you, Judith, because you always complain about sport. You'll enjoy this. You now have 122 victories in sport. Yes, it's the most of any egghead. But if you combine the victories of Kevin and Dave and Lisa and Pat, it comes to 121. So you're ahead of all of them combined. So what about that? You are the sporting terminator, the sportinator.
Well, I'm amazed is all I can say.
You are the serving machine.
Perhaps you'll stop asking me to do it then now.
People are going to be increasingly worried about taking you on. There we are, Phil. How did it feel? You just ran into a wall there.
Yeah.
A wall of sporting knowledge.
She did really well. I'm just a bit gutted.
So, as it stands, the industrial IT crowd have lost 2 brains from the final round. The eggheads have not lost any, and we play on with geography. Who would like this?